One of the worst things in life is knowing that you won't get a second chance. I always wish I had a second chance. A second chance in being able to see her for one last time. A second chance in watching that movie that we always used to watch together. A second chance to see the smile on her face for one last time. And I know I won't get it. I won't get that time back. And it's really heartbreaking not being able to see that person in my life anymore. I wish I was mature. I wish I reached out and helped out as much as she did for me. And I wish I just had more emotional control. And I wish I pushed to get an answer out. Her birthday passed, and I've just been overwhelmed by these thoughts. Just the endless thoughts of what I could have done differently. And I mean, as much as I try to find a way to be optimistic about it, I just can't find a true conclusion. Not being able to say goodbye is a suffering that doesn't necessarily leave you. It sticks onto you. It's like super glue. It sticks onto you, and it's just impossible to get off. It's impossible to take that thought away. For me, at the end of the day, I wish she was able to see the man I am now compared to the man I was before. Because all she wanted for me was to become better. And not being able to provide the help that someone gives you really does take a toll. It's just endless guilt. I don't know when that guilt will be stripped away from me. I honestly couldn't tell you. And as much as I am told that time is the best healing factor, when it comes to situations like these, you know, the idea of time that gets brought into my head, it just makes me feel worse. It's like I'm moving further away from the reason why I was actually happy. I'm moving further away from the good times. And I mean, she was everything. She meant the world. And as time moves on, I still haven't grasped the idea to let go of those moments. And I mean, it is the battle of acceptance. The battle of acceptance is something that I would say is one of the hardest battles that you might have to experience. You can move on things, but moving on at its core, it's really just not thinking about it consistently. Now, in my opinion, acceptance is really achieved when you don't become overwhelmed by that thought, when you think about it randomly. Overwhelmed by what you could have done differently. And really when you become content with what happened. And for myself, it is a struggle. Being able to stay content. Um, Being able to understand that was a life lesson that was supposed to move me the right way. And I know that is what I want to strive for. I mean, the goal. I mean, I know it's the goal, but it's extremely difficult to even get to it. And I do think for myself, it helps me a lot when I do things that would make us happy. Going to the old places we used to go to, listening to the old songs, it strays me away from being disappointed at myself. But I do think this struggle is something I'll have to fight through with proper practices through time, and time isn't just going to fix it if I don't take action with the time. And I know I won't get a second chance, as much as I wish I could have just started over, but I do think it was a good lesson that fixes my character and pushes me to become the person she always wanted. But yeah, that's really all I got for today. See y'all later.